I've been a long time since I've done. Oh, a creeper. I've done a Minecraft video, and yeah. Today, I'm joined by my friend Omar, who is. What are you doing over there? Way over there. Oh, I see.
Where you at?
Right here.
In the sky or on the ground? Cause oh, hi, hey, what's up, everybody?
So, yep. You got a ponytail.
Yeah.
Looks like, yeah.
Um,
I'm generic Jesse dude from story mode. Yeah, there I am. And today we're building the GEO front from Evangelion. So, but you already built one in your server, and
yeah.
had a lot of fun making that. But this is the tough part because we gotta make a big flat space. So, I remember today we're mostly going to be talking a lot about Evangelion, the Rebuild series, the anime, the movies. So, like you end up when you and I first started playing Minecraft, you try to talk to me about it. Like,
Oh, that
I
one,
just.
huh?
Yeah, I knew that was like a mecha series, kind of, but like, just like, I don't know, it just didn't seem like it'd be too interesting for me. But just recently, about a month ago, maybe, I just started, just on a whim, just started watch the first episode, got hooked, watched the entire series, the good, the bad, watched Evangelion, had my mind blown, watched the Rebuild series, have thousands of questions.
Very, very complex, convoluted
Yeah,
films.
yeah, especially the
And,
third.
and all you can do is speculate whether or not this is, a separate story or if it's connected anyhow by the anime.
I think
So,
it has a story, because I don't know, I don't understand how the universe could just like reset.
well, it's simple, from my interpretation, after the end of Ava, I would assume Shinji just decided to just restart and improve his life. I guess he wants to try to better his life. That's my theory. But again, we just don't know because I know he loves to fuck with his fans.
But like, wouldn't he remember doing that?
I would say that he might have restarted to the point where he just wanted to, I guess, forget everything he had known and just remember back before his journey began, which was at the start of the first episode.
Yeah.
Similarly, when he arrives to Tokyo 3 and he's gonna get picked up and going nerve because his father requested him to. I don't know. That's what I would assume.
Where was he living at before he lived with Misato?
Well, in the anime, he was living with his sensei that Gendo dropped him off to. Which I have no clue where at, but I know he didn't live with his parents, obviously. He had to be adopted.
Yeah.
Because, well, I don't want to give too much away for those who haven't seen it, but yeah, Gendo's a bastard. What do you think of the character Shinji from your perspective, and what's your opinion on him?
It's quite clear that Shinji is just like kind of kind of like how Anno is like was his own interpretation of himself.
Yeah.
Like how everyone, especially Asuke, would be like giving him shit for apologizing for stuff that he really doesn't need to be, and how Misato was complimenting him on being able to like, you know, like be it's becoming easier for him to express himself. And it's quite clear that Anno was going through a type of depression while making the series, and he was just kind of like this just a more kind of like a physical representation of his depression in a way.
Yeah. And to my knowledge, I think Shinji is the most realistic character you can find in an anime series. You know, you don't know any other characters who behave the way he does. You know, like when people give shits about Shinji, saying that he's a fucking pussy, you want to let. Sorry. I am so sorry about that.
It's alright.
Sorry about that, guys. Grandparents like to interrupt me on the middle of the stream, but what was I? Yes. You know, when you see other characters, you know, they don't, you know, when they get in the robot, they're just like, okay, you know, they're not fucking afraid of doing that, you know. Whereas in Shinji's perspective, you know, you're a 14-year-old kid who has no fucking clue what he's gonna pilot and whether or not he'll, you know, survive this fight, you know, like you're just afraid. And I mean, I don't know. I like to think Shinji as a realistic character, and that, you know, I think it's normal the way he's behaving in a situation like that.
Although I did like that one picture you sent me about how like the two people watching the anime, and it was like a boyfriend girlfriend sitting there like, this doesn't make any sense, and the guy's like, yeah, it's kind of a complicated series. Like, no, this makes no sense. And it shows that Gendo's like talking to Shinji's like, son, I brought you here. I want you to pilot this giant ass robot, and I want you to live with this smoking hot chick. What, a little too old for you? How about redhead's your thing? Well, you got this hottie too. You can live with her. Oh, redhead's not your thing? How about this submissive hottie? Yeah, we order them in bulk. And Shinji just running away. I hate you, Dad.
Yeah, he has daddy issues.
Yeah.
Again, there's a reason for that. Okay, you know, he basically lived with a stranger that he didn't feel very too comfortable, you know, sharing his feelings with.
Yeah.
So he just had to deal with, you know, living as a hedgehog's dilemma. You know, he didn't like to be too close to people, or else he'll feel hurt by them, or he might hurt them as well. And I don't know, this series, it's very heavy psychological.
Yeah. Like
More
it starts out.
in my opinion.
It starts out so lighthearted and fun, but then like right around episode 15, I think, it just like makes this huge turn and just like hits you like a truck.
Yeah.
And then by the time by the time that end of Eva happens, it's just way too much.
It's very... Watching the end of Eva is a very mind-screwing experience.
Uh-huh.
You know, given that, even when I was reading your text, you know, how you were reacting, feeling it.
Uh-huh. Like, it messed me up for a good bit. Like, I was just like...
Yeah, I remember... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Like, it's just like... makes such a huge turn that way that you would not have expected. But it's also like in a way that makes sense, but you would not ever see that coming.
Yeah. A lot of people speculate that maybe this wasn't his original intentions. That, you know, when this depression hit, he just wrote whatever he felt. I kind of interpret what Adam was trying to do is wake people up. You know, like stop trying to escape reality and face it. You know, life can be harsh, but only if you want to perceive it that way. You know, even if like when days go really tough for you, you know, you just gotta learn how to accept yourself and just keep moving forward. Because you know, in the otaku culture, you know, most people that like to not like, but otaku is interpreted in a very negative manner. You know, it's like basically a bunch of guys who don't want to, you know, face reality. You know, by working and dealing with the pressure. And they use anime as a way to basically, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of escapism, but when you're going too much with it, you kind of just get lost and you just you end up giving up. And I would assume what I would try to do is just get them out of there, you know, out of that fantasy, you know, learn to, you know, again face hard facts, face, you know, again the harsh reality. And just learn to love yourself. And that's the way I even interpret what Shinji did in the end of Eva, when he made the decision to you know, reject instrumentality. You know, he saw that, you know, the fact that you're basically one being, you know, you're sharing all your thoughts, your emotions, you know, you don't even know whether you exist or if you're alive, whether you're here or you're not there, or not here, I meant. But I guess Shinji did not like the point of human instrumentality. He didn't like what it's doing, and in the end, he'd rather exist with other people. Therefore, he rejected it, and he gave humanity the choice whether they want to, you know, come back or stay in LCL.
Yeah, the one that really hit me the hardest was definitely Misato.
Misato's suggestion.
Huh?
Misato's encouragement in the end.
Yeah, and plus she was just my favorite female character.
She's complex, I will say.
Yeah.
You didn't know why, what was her motives, and you know why did she join Nerve after, you know, what she had experienced in her childhood. I will say that series did impact me a lot.
Yeah.
It actually made me feel, I don't know, I guess it gave me the encouragement to just grow the fuck up and get over my depression. Even though I didn't do it right immediately, it did give me a push to, you know, get help and improve my anxiety and my depression. Give me a second, hold on, sorry about that.
For people that just joining in, my friend and I are building the GEO front from Evangelion, and it's going to take a long time because we gotta flatten this whole space out. Oop. So it's getting there. Alright.
Sorry about that.
It's alright.
Has the series ever impacted you in any way?
Has the Evangelion?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What did you get from it?
I don't know, it's really hard to say. It's just like, That's a very complicated question to answer. It's almost it's easier to explain the series than it is to answer that question.
All right. Okay.
But
yeah.
I really enjoy it. Though the rebuild movies, in particular the third one, just it's so weird. There's so much going on that is not explained that it's frustrating.
It's very confusing. It leaves you in a hole.
Like, they keep on referring to the third impact as the near third impact, like they were able to like prevent it, but they're saying that it did happen and like it fucked up the whole world in the process. Like beyond like beyond like anything that most people would have like not only just the world but just like changed why is it changing so much instead of just like, you know, wiping out humanity, you know? Like,
and you gotta wonder how is that humanity is still alive, right?
yeah. After so much shit has happened and just like and literally changing like the face of the earth, like giving it like making it all red, and for some reason there's giant teeth in the earth where it looks like there's a mouth and there's iris, like an iris of an eyeball coming out of the ground. The moon is so much closer to the earth. Why does it have an atmosphere? Why does it have a blood grid on it? So
yeah, that came out out of nowhere, and in my opinion, I don't think that was planned out. I think this was Anna was just like, he just wanted to write out what he felt was, I guess, impactful as far as like the way it was made. The film is more like it wanted to give us a perspective of what Shinji was going through at that moment, you know. Like, basically, we were feeling what he was feeling. You know, we were confused. We don't know what the fuck was going on. You know, why were we against Nerve? Who was Willie? You know, like, when did this? You know, what happened to the world? You know, he still feels that he didn't cause all this destruction. And that,
I don't think he did. There's no way. There's no way all that shit happened from what little of the third impact actually happened.
And right, that's true, because even when you during the very final scene of 2.0, the moon is still intact. It's all normal looking.
Yeah.
When the the Karuhu is still descending from the moon, you just see, you don't see too much redness going on in the background.
Right.
So I see your point why you believe that he didn't cause all that. And I believe that too. I think there's something's gonna happen in the next film where they might explain what happened, maybe just a bit, or he might end up like, you know, Anno usually likes to leave things in the dark, and he probably won't even explain, you know, the time skip for that matter.
Yeah, like how did Shinji get in that giant cross? Why did they wait 14 years to get him out of space? And why would they even bother to do that if they're just like pissed off at him the entire time anyway?
That's another thing too. What kind of gets me, kind of rubs me the wrong way, is that everybody's blaming it for him. And, you know, I'm pretty sure they should have known what was going on while he was asleep. Like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
Either it's true what he did cause that, or they know something that he doesn't, and they just rather find an excuse to blame him for, I guess, I guess maybe they might have caused something, and maybe they didn't want to admit their own fault.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they like to, hide things under the rug. Because after all, he didn't know. Well, he just woke up and he didn't know what was going on. So they figured, they better bullshit him about what happened. And I felt Shinji was rather mistreated wrongfully, especially when they put the.
But he kind of deserves it. I mean, in the long run, because he does make very stupid decisions. I mean, especially in 3.33, where he is just, alright, he's going to grab the two spears and, fix what he did. But the person that told him to do it is now be like, no, something's wrong, this is not right. And he's like, no, I'm going to do this anyway. And lo and behold, fourth impact starts. I'm like, God.
That didn't end too well.
Yeah.
And how did you feel about how the what do you call it? The black moon was shaped?
Like a screw?
Actually, it was meant to look like the Holy Grail, which is based on a cup, I guess.
Yeah.
That's supposed to give you eternal life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you think about it too, Ava is well known for its religious symbolism.
Yeah.
And reference.
The constant barrage of halos is not clear enough.
Right. They even go by not even just symbols like the crosses and even the names of some of the angels and weapons and whatnot.
I have a question now. Humanity has been around for so long. Why did the angels wait till 2014 or 2014 to start the process of wiping out humanity?
I would assume that they I don't know. I think it might have they probably knew when the angels would be awoken. Because during second impact, I'm pretty sure they're all in their slumber on different locations. Because you have to also remember too that the angels are actually from Earth. They were awakened in different areas, different parts of the continent. Like for instance, on episode, I think 10, when Asuka was given a mission to capture the angel when it was on its embryo form, which was in the lava, the volcano. So I would assume that the angels came from different parts of the world, and that it probably, depending on the time frame, it probably takes them a while to awaken and find out, what they had to do, because again, I'm not sure if you ever saw. There's actually a short video explaining things quickly, like what happened throughout the series, but Adam and the angels were meant to be the inhabitants of Earth, but because a mistake has happened, which the second moon landed on that, because I'm sorry. The point of the ancestral, what do you call it? The ancestral beings, they're supposed to, implant one moon on each planet, depending on the environment or whatnot. And that each planet, each egg, I should say, the moon, is supposed to, harvest the life and begin habiting life on the planet. But because two eggs ended up landing on the same planet, that ended up causing the first impact. They're not supposed to be too, powerful.
Hold on a second, okay? Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright.
So I found this cave underneath our area here.
Ooh, I know where you're going with this. You want to make the terminal dogma down here?
You know, it's an idea.
This is where you can put Lilith in a pool of LCL.
Yeah.
When you first saw that angel,
Which one?
Lilith,
Oh, yeah. I don't know, I didn't really react to it. You know, it's creepy.
I was a bit, I mean, usually, like back, when I used to be a Catholic, seeing a cross with Jesus kind of creeped me out a bit, kind of scared me a bit, given, how that tormenting that is to see, being somebody crucified. Yeah, I kind of was a bit creeped out seeing an angel, in a crucified position. But basically, what they did is they kept that angel in check, I guess, keeping her from growing by draining her LCL. If you ever noticed that on the back of her head, there's like needles.
Is that what those are?
That's what I would assume. Because again, when you see Lilith, then you see like this pool of LCL just flowing right beneath it.
And they use that LCL for the Avas, right?
Right. And I guess because they never really gave it a clear explanation on why they need LCL to pilot Ava, but I would assume it's because the fluid kind of helps you connect with the Avas in some way.
Yeah.
Then again, Ava is still a difficult series to explain everything. It's kind of there's kind of a lot of plot holes and unexplained. You know what I mean. It's fucking difficult to figure out. Why do they need to do this?
Right. I feel like once we get this spot here cleared out, like right here, that it should be it should be good. And leveled out, yeah.
What are you thinking of having the pyramid building and the pool?
Oh, I don't know yet. Do you still have yours?
I remember. Yeah, I still have it. I had to clear out all the TNT that you had to put on the damn panel.
Oh, you took them out?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Actually, at one point, I think after I watched this series, I wanted to make the world as a, what do you call it, post Third Impact. Like, I wanted to put lava as like the LCL, and I wanted to put a half raised head, what do you call it, like a decapitated head.
Yeah.
In one area, but I figured that was gonna take forever.
Yeah. That would take a lot of planning. It would be really hard to get rid of all the water and fill it up with lava.
Right. I mean, I actually I put enough that I almost covered half of the map. So, but that took fucking quite a long time to do it.
Yeah.
And then replacing the dirt with sand.
With sand?
I'm not even sure. Yeah, white sand.
Why?
Well, I wanted to make one area, that very site where Shinji was, laying there.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, how did you feel about that very last scene?
There's so much like just speculation about that one last scene. It's unreal. Like,
What's your interpretation?
like
If you
I
could.
still don't really know why he was choking her.
Well, from my interpretation, that scene of him choking her, he kind of wanted to make sure whether or not he was still instrumentality or whether he was back in the real world. You know, he was back to life. Because I had to guess that he might have been standing, you know, waiting out there endlessly for months, or maybe like weeks, maybe just
You think
less. You know,
so?
just. Hmm?
You think so?
I think so, because if you examine the cross, there's a scene where you see Sato's cross nailed to the one of the sticks. I would assume the graveyard he made,
Yeah.
and it looks kind of rusted, given how it was drawn in that scene.
Yeah.
You know, when he had it, you know, it was in good shape. So I would guess maybe some time had passed by after, you know, the whole instrumentality was over with. And plus, you can kind of see Shinji's clothing was kind of dirty, a bit.
But how did he live for so long without, like, by himself just sitting
Food.
there? But, like, so did Asuka just, like, take that long to decide whether or not she wanted to come back or not?
I would assume, you know, I mean, she again, for people who want to come back, they have to imagine themselves living again. That's what Shinji's mother, Yui, explained to him, you know. People can come back if they imagine themselves as being alive. And you know that before Asuka was fighting off the Japanese Strategic Self-Defense Force, she screamed in agony she didn't want to die. You know, she wanted to live. So that's one evidence that, you know, that's given one evidence that hinting that you know, she would be, you know, she would probably come back a lot sooner than what, you know, we would hope for. Man, this is gonna take quite a while.
Yeah.
But like I was trying to explain to you a while back that, you know, I think my map would work because if you think about it, you know, we could just build a ceiling on the sky, you know, whatever the block limit is. We could just make Tokyo 3, you know, facing upside down. You know how Tokyo 3 it shifts in and out whenever there's a angel attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same, we can use the.
Let's try that. Let's give that a shot.
You sure? You right? You sure?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna delete this, are you?
No, I'm not. It's saving.
Okay.
So, go load up yours. Are you already in yours?
Oh man. I think I have to upload it. No. 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 It's gone, dude.
How's it
So I
gone?
have a list of. That was called Evangelion.
Yeah.
Or I think it was. Yeah. I'm scrolling through all the games, all the savings, and I do not see it. Oh well. Fuck. Damn.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I take that back then. Let's go back. Sorry, I take it
All
back.
right.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna join again whenever you open it.
Alright. So what happened to it?
I have no clue, to be honest. I always save my shit. Maybe I might have transferred it to the PS3? I don't know. think I might have done that. I might have to check back later on and see if I
Okay.
have it in there. So I tend to do that. I like to depending on what console I like to play Minecraft with people. I just like to swap savings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, let's just start anyway.
Yeah.
Just get it over with because you're already digging this stuff anyway. What are your thoughts about the Avas? Do you think they're cool?
I really dig them a lot. Although, like, I remember when you were first talking to me about it, like when we first started playing Minecraft, that like you're explaining to me like how how they make noises, like when they go berserk. Like, I just remember like thinking that was the most retarded thing I've ever heard. But now I'm just like, it's still pretty funny, but now I get it.
Yeah, well, I think the audio I showed you was the N64 sound chip that they used. It sounded more like a damn cow mooing out loud as opposed to what you heard, or a fucking whale. That is really
Yeah.
sounding like a pissed off whale.
There's some lava over there.
Where?
Over here.
Oh, okay, I see a little dot there.
I'm on fire.
You're dissolving.
Alright. So, let's see. Thinking, I guess maybe. How big do you think we should make it?
Given how big this area is, I would say cutting. I think you should cut a few more of these mountains up here. Leave this mountain alone. And I think that should be good enough.
Should we
Just
fill
cut
in
this
the
area right here.
Should we fill in the water here?
I think some of them, not all of it. Because if
Like,
you,
what about? Like, you think I should start filling in this part?
where? Here?
Over here.
Oh, there? No. That won't be necessary. I was thinking more over here.
Okay. So, okay, I'll start filling in the water.
And plus, it's not that deep either, so that's quite easy to fill out.
Okay.
Because if you remember clearly, there was actually some lakes in the GEO front.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Do you remember when Asuka, she took down a cargo ship? She was lifting it up when she fought the Japanese. That was pretty fucking awesome, I would say.
Yeah, that was the fight that I was kind of expecting to come out of the 01 when it made its debut. Not for it to be like, not for what to happen.
Yeah.
It's like the 01 automatically shows up, and even like the one dude makes a really cool comment. It's like, oh, 01, the devil itself.
Yep.
Like, oh shit, they know what's up. But then, like, it just starts getting molested and starts the project.
Yep. He was crucified and just using. Yeah. It was clearly awakened, but it did nothing really. I think that's what really was meant for, was just to.
Hold on one second,
start.
okay?
Alright.